What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. For this one, we're going to be doing another unboxing, and we're going to be unboxing the Microsoft Surface Laptop 7th edition. I've been kind of in need for a new laptop right now. I'm about to start my first ever job in a few days, and my current laptop right now has not been holding up well at all. In fact, it barely even turns on right now, so I've been kind of in need for an upgrade, so I've been looking around and my choices were either the MacBook Pro M4 or the Microsoft Surface laptop. I wasn't really looking at like other laptops from other brands like Asus or MSI or anything like that because I'm not really looking for a gaming laptop. I just want a professional business laptop that has good battery, and I know those gaming laptops. I'm pretty sure they die pretty quickly if they're not connected to an outlet, at least as far as I know. But yeah, so I've been looking back and forth, and I kind of decided on the Microsoft one because I'm so used to the Windows 11 OS that I kind of wanted to stay in that field. I had a MacBook before, many years ago, probably like 10 years ago. So it's been a long time, but I know the Mac OS and I've used it before. But the thing is, I preferred Windows a little bit more. Plus, the MacBook was just it was a little bit too expensive for what I need. Like, I don't need anything super fancy, so I decided to stick with the Microsoft laptop. They had a really good deal going on. Not from Microsoft. I actually ended up getting this particular model from Micro Center, the one that recently just opened up near me in Miami. So that was really nice. I ended up getting a really good deal from them instead of paying the full price from Microsoft directly. So I'll get into that later. But yeah, let's talk about more about the model. So as you can see right here, it says Microsoft Surface Laptop, and right here we have the model right here. I'm just gonna cover the uh the serial number really quick, but as you can see right there, it is the Snapdragon 7th edition, and it's the 16 gigabyte version with 1 terabyte, and it has the Snapdragon X Elite processor, and I was considering getting I thought about getting the 512 gigabyte SSD, but I was worried that if I go small. All right, guys. Sorry for that weird cut. I had to adjust some lighting. Plus, you probably heard my dog barking in the background, so apologies about that. But yeah, as I was saying mid sentence, I was considering the 512 gigabyte SSD, but the thing is, like, I probably didn't need the 1 terabyte version. I probably won't even use the 1 terabyte version because I'm not gonna be installing any games on it, so I probably won't even take up half of the space on it. But I decided to get it because maybe I could use that extra storage, but I did find out that it has a micro SD card slot in the on the laptop, so I could add more storage if I want to. So the smart idea would have been to go for the 512 SSD and then maybe add a 1 terabyte SD card into it, but it is what it is. It's all good. Anyways, let's get into the unboxing. So yeah, let's just look at the box real quick. As you can see, it has my name on the side. I ended up getting it picked up in the store. So like I had to walk around, ask somebody if they have it in stock, which I already knew they did because it said so on their website. So they had 4 of these in stock. Now they have 3 because I took one. But yeah, this is my name. They put it up for me so I can pick it up in front. And here is the back of the box. Usual stuff, pretty nice. Basic Microsoft, design and stuff like that. So pretty cool. But without further ado, let's get to it. So all you have to do is just pull the tab right here, just like that. And I will be showing the laptop that I currently have right now, even though I can't even turn it on because it does not turn on unless it's plugged into an outlet, which is really bad. The laptop is only 4.5 years old, I believe, so it shouldn't be doing that. But I have been getting warning issues of the on the laptop of the battery, and I just didn't bother replacing it because I didn't think I needed to, because it was working just fine. But now it really is not working. So actually, now it doesn't even turn on. I've been trying to turn it on yesterday, and it just keeps shutting off. So I think it's actually at its end of life right now. So that sucks. But yeah, first impressions, we already get the laptop right here in the front. So that's pretty cool. This is a pull tab, I believe, to pull it out. So that's pretty nice. And there we go. Whoops. That did not knock my controller out. Let's just put the controller charging in the back right there. There we go. And yeah, just take that out. And here is the laptop. We'll be taking it out of the packaging just in a second. Let's see what else is in the box before we get to that. I know you guys want to see the laptop, so I'll get to that very quickly. We still got more stuff, I believe, in the box. Not sure what this is. This might be paperwork, I think. Yeah, it's paperwork. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait. Okay. Box smells really good. I love smelling the boxes because they always have like this really nice smell. I don't know why. But as you can see, we just get some basic paperwork here. I think this is like a quick start guide right there. Yeah, pretty much. Nothing special. So, and then this is probably warranty. Yeah, this is just warranty. You guys can see that. So yeah, pretty basic stuff. Nothing special there. So we'll just toss that to the side. Looking in, we got what seems like the charger, I believe. So, yep, here we go. Here's the charger. Pretty nice. Let me just move my mic here a little bit. And let's keep looking. This is another cable for the charger. This is probably the braid that connects to that. So basic stuff. And I believe that's it. I mean, I'm not gonna like force anything. Yeah, I think that's it. So pretty basic stuff. Like that a lot. Just very minimalistic and straightforward. I like that. It doesn't like involve so much unpacking, even though that's the best part. But let's just take a look at some of the stuff here. We'll look at the charger. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. There we go. Just toss that paper out to the side. And I believe they've used recycled stuff to make the laptop and the box, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty nice of them to do that. Here is the charger, the brick. So pretty nice. Pretty nice. It looks nice. And the charger is magnetic, so that's already a upgrade for my current charger. It's not magnetic, but it's still good. It's not like it's bad just because it's not magnetic. It's just, I guess magnetic is better. But yeah, here is the cable that goes into the brick. So pretty standard. I think it just goes in like this, so like that. There you go. And that plugs into the outlet, and the other end goes into the laptop. So pretty cool. And there's a USB-A port on there. That's interesting. I'm not sure what that could be used for. I mean, I actually don't know what what are you gonna be plugging into the power brick, like to use in the USB port. That's weird. All right, now that that's done, let's close the box. We'll just put in the garbage in here. Put the garbage in there, and then we'll close it. Now let's get to the laptop itself. I will be comparing it to my other laptop that I currently have, so you guys can see the upgrade. But I can't turn it on, so it's not like I'll be able to show you guys exactly what it is, but I can tell you the specs of it. So let's just get on with the new laptop and see how it is. There we go. And there we go. The Microsoft Surface Laptop 7th Edition. Now, I know I'm a little bit late to getting this laptop because it came out like 7 months ago, but I didn't need a new laptop 7 months ago. My laptop was working, but now it's not. So here we are. I like the matte finish too. It's very nice. Very nice. Just so you guys can see that. As you can see, it says Microsoft right there. Very cool. And just to look at the sides, it's got the SD card slot right here and the charging outlet right there. And then if we go to the other side, I can already tell this is going to be a fingerprint magnet, so that's unfortunate, but it is black. It's got the, I don't know if it's going to zoom in or, there we go. It's got the USB-A port right there and 2 USB-C ports and a headphone jack. You can also use the USB-C ports for charging as well. So that's actually very nice. I don't have to use the brick that comes with it, but I will. And yeah, let's get to it. So turning it on. Ooh. So right away, guys, it already turns on when you first open it. So pretty nice. Let me just adjust this for you guys right here. I'm gonna have to adjust the camera here, guys. So give me 1 second. There we go. Now, while we're waiting for this to boot up, there are a couple of things I want to say about the new laptop and the current one that I'm using right now. Well, first off, I can already see the screen here is very reflective. I can easily see my reflection as you guys can as well. Like, those are my fingers right there in the screen. So it's very reflective. I can already tell. I do like the trackpad. One thing I wasn't liking when I was testing the display model at the store was the keyboard. I know a lot of people like the keyboard a lot, but I prefer firmer keys process right here. As you guys can see, I already like how the screen looks. It looks really nice. The bezels are small, at least for a laptop. The screen is big. I love it. And it's super thin compared to my previous laptop, which I will get right now. I was gonna compare my old laptop to the new one as it was booting, but I randomly got a blue screen. So, yeah. But I will be getting it now. Let's just go to the setup process. Would you like to add a second keyboard layout? I'll skip that for now because I won't be doing that. Now it's gonna ask me to connect to my network, so I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. I just connected to my network, so let's just go ahead and move forward. Let's keep going. Review the license. You can read that if you guys want. I didn't get a chance to scroll down for you guys, so you probably won't be able to, but let's name your device. Make it yours with a unique name that's easy to recognize when you connect it from other devices. Sure, I'll be right back with a name. Alright, guys, so I just came up with a name that I was thinking of. I really couldn't think of a name that I liked, so I kind of asked ChatGPT to give me some ideas, and then I finally came up with one that wasn't from ChatGPT and that I personally liked. So I went with that one, and now it's rebooting. So let's see how it goes. I hope it doesn't come with another blue screen. Hopefully not. Let's see. I guess if it does have issues like that in the future, I might have to reinstall Windows. So that's unfortunate, but so far so good. It's not happening again. While it's booting, let me go grab my other PC. So I've been using the Dell laptop from also from Microsoft. Well, not from Microsoft. It's just a Dell laptop. It is currently this one right here, and as you can see, it's a lot thicker. I really can't show it because it's gonna hit the screen here. It's a lot thicker, as you can see. But it looks similar, but it's not, and it's much bigger. It's than the Microsoft Surface. So already a nice bonus right there is that this one is slimmer, smaller, and not as heavy. So that's good. Unlock your Microsoft experience. We'll have to sign in here. I'll get into that in a second, but while we're talking about it, I mentioned the keyboard on the Microsoft Surface laptop. So after typing on it right now to create my name for the PC, I was wrong. It turns out the keyboard isn't actually that bad. I still prefer the keyboard on my old laptop right here. It's just much more firmer and much more satisfying to press. Um, this one is not that bad, but I was mistaken. The demo model that I tried in store was much worse. Like it did not feel good, but I guess it's because a lot of people have been typing on it, so it's probably worn out and it's not, good. This one feels much more better because it hasn't been used so much, so that's good. Um, I was wrong about the keyboard, but I still prefer the one from my old one. Now, the key differences right now that I know from this laptop, this screen, the new one has 120 hertz refresh rate. It's slightly above 1440p as well. Not that much higher, but it is slightly above 1440p. My old laptop is a 1080p screen with 60 hertz, so that's already a huge upgrade going from 60 to 120. I just, after using so many monitors with high refresh rates, my previous monitor before I got my current monitor right now is an OLED 360 hertz monitor. Before that, I had an IPS 240 hertz monitor, 240 hertz. And before that, I had a 144 hertz monitor. So I'm very used to high refresh rate monitors. So I really cannot go back to 60 hertz. I mean, it's just honestly, when it comes to the monitors, I draw the line at 144 hertz. Like at that point, I cannot go any further down because it's just I'm so used to it. So I cannot go further than that. But this one is 120 hertz and it is a laptop screen, so I'm okay with that. I have no problem with that. I was recently using this laptop today when it was actually on before it shut off on me, and it was just like I just could not do it anymore. It's 60 hertz, the 1080p screen. I don't know why, but all of a sudden the text and stuff isn't sharp anymore on my old laptop. It's just like when I was reading stuff, it looked blurry and stuff. I don't know what's going on with this monitor. I mean, this laptop, but it's just not doing the job anymore. So I'm not gonna be using it anymore. It doesn't even turn on. Like right now, look at this. I'll try to turn it on right now. You'll see the keyboard light up. Let's see if it turns on actually, because wow, holy shit, it actually turned on. Okay, so I want to see if it actually boots because it would be funny if it's only booting out because I have it on camera. You see, so it tries to go into recovery, and there you go. It just turned off right now. So, yeah, that is the battery at work right there. I've been getting messages for months telling me to replace the battery, but I always ignored it because the laptop was working just fine. So I didn't bother with that. But now I'm starting to really see why I should have replaced it. But I was kind of due for an upgrade anyways. I was kind of tired of it. It was slowing me down. It was slowing down. It wasn't fast anymore. It would lag. It would take forever to open apps up. It just was not good. Like it was not good. It was taking forever to open stuff up. Things would be really slow. Even just opening File Explorer took like a while, like 30 seconds to open. It was not good. But yeah, done with that. Out with the old, in with the new. Now let's get signed in and let's get further into the experience. All right, guys, so we just got signed in now. It says that we can use our face to sign in faster and more securely. I kind of like that. My old laptop didn't have that feature, so that's pretty nice. Your camera works with Windows Hello to recognize you, giving you a simple password free way to verify your identity. So yeah, let's give it a try. I don't see anybody. I was looking at a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of people were not talking about this feature. So let's give it a try and see how it works. So that was very quick. Let's create a pin. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we set up our pin. Now let's go ahead and start changing some of the stuff here. I do not want diagnostic data. Inking and typing is fine. Tailored experience. We'll turn off advertising data. Let Microsoft use your diagnostic data, excluding information about websites you browse, to offer personalized tips, ads, and recommendations to enhance your experience. No, I don't think I want that. Be less relevant to you. You know what? I'll keep that on. Whatever. Advertising ID, I'll take that off though, because I don't want that. Diagnostics data will take that off as well, but everything else I will keep on. Accept. Coming soon and quickly find things you recall. Okay, next. And we're just getting further into the setup process. So as you can see, we still have a lot to do here. Welcome back, David. You're invited to use your new PC with your familiar settings already in place. All you need to do is restore your backups saved on your previous PC. So folders, apps, settings, credentials. I don't know if I want to do that. I guess I don't have an option here. It just doesn't let me skip. So I guess I have to. I mean, I guess so. Continue. Restoring from backup. I guess I don't have a choice. I mean, I have to do it. I want to start clean on this laptop, like no game folders or anything like that on here, but it doesn't seem like I have a choice, so I guess I have to just go through it. So let's let it do its thing, and we'll see how it goes. Now let's continue talking about the laptop. There is now a Microsoft Copilot button on here. I don't know how much I'm going to use that. I guess if I ever need quick access to an AI, I could just click that button and open it up. That's cool. There is now a, well, at least for me, I'm talking, I'm going to be saying stuff that you guys probably already know, but for me, it's new. For me, that's new. There's now a voice button here. So I guess for, voice recognition, stuff like that. That's new for me. That's about it, actually. That's the only thing I do not have on my previous laptop. Yep. There's I don't have any voice recognition button on that one. So that's interesting. The backlit keyboard is nice. You kind of just press it here and there's like the 3 different settings. Pretty nice. I'll actually turn the lights off so you can see it. So right here is the backlit keyboard. As you can see, it is currently on. I'll just give you a closer look. Like that. And then I'll turn it off. Now it's off. It's on. Level 2. And then level 3, that is the maximum setting. So pretty nice. It looks really good. Maybe a little bit brighter. I would have liked it a little bit brighter, but it is what it is. It would have been nice. I'm just gonna let it do the backup, guys, and I'll just come back when it's all done. All right, guys. So it just finished. Actually, literally seconds after I I cut away there, but yeah, it says getting things ready for you. So let's see how it goes. Let's see what it does. I'm curious if it's just gonna add all the folders I had before. So far, it's still going. I still can't believe there was a blue screen on the first startup. That's not a good sign. That's really not a good sign, but I hope it's the last one. Not a good sign. I wonder if that has anything to do with just me getting it from Micro Center. I mean, instead of directly from Microsoft, I'm not sure. It was unopened, so it was sealed. As you guys saw, I took the seal off, so I'm not sure why it was like that, but things happen. I don't know. Let's see, it's still getting things ready. I'll just cut away again to when it's done. All right, guys, so we're back. Now it's gonna customize our experience. So build delightful apps, websites, and tools for the world. Yes, that's literally what we're gonna be doing because my job is gonna be having me build websites for the company. So yes, I do want that. Watch videos, browse the web, connect on social media. Yes, no gaming. I would not be doing gaming, so don't need that. And track expenses, manage your business, chat with customers. Yeah, I don't think I'll select that, but I don't think that's what I'm gonna be doing. And take notes, write essays, collaborate on projects. No, I think that's it. So we're just gonna be using it for development, entertainment, and business. We're not gonna be gaming on it. We're not gonna be using it for school. I'm not in school anymore. Creativity, bring your ideas to life with photos and videos. Not gonna be doing that. And family, no. So we'll just accept and move forward. Use your phone from your PC. We'll skip that because I'm not gonna be using that. I don't even use that right now on my current PC. So back up your phone's photos to keep them safe. No, thank you. Always have your recent browsing data. Now this is completely optional. You don't have to do this. But I personally would like to have my stuff synced, so I'm gonna say accept, but that's totally optional. You don't have to say that. You can just click not now. Your device is even better with Microsoft 365. I already have 365, so I'm good on that. Not that I had an option anyways to skip it, but yeah. Your device comes with free Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. That's actually pretty nice. Um, I'll actually claim that right now. So I'll be right back. All right, guys. So we are finishing up here, and there we go. We're on the desktop now. So here we are. As you can see, it brought all my majority of my taskbar stuff. Um, I really wish I could have gone to a fresh startup, but it is what it is. So I wonder if my games are on here. Like I hope not. I really, really hope not. But let's check it out. So I can already see that it's looking just fine. Let's see, program files 86 files. What about Oh yeah, that was okay. Okay, thank God. So the games are not installed in here. So I'm not sure if I can. Yeah, so all my apps are still on here. I'm gonna remove all that later on. So let's check some stuff here. So we'll go into display settings and make sure that everything's currently on. So that's nice. I have multiple displays, advanced display, and it's currently running at 120 hertz. So that's good. That's what I wanted to make sure. Very nice. And yeah, so far so good. It looks really nice. I'm gonna continue to mess around with it. But yeah, it just looks really good. Oh, I don't like that. We'll go back to the normal one. Apparently you can customize it, so you can have it on dark, you can have it on light. I'm sure this was already like a thing, but cool that you can do that. Microsoft Edge. Let's go ahead and go to YouTube real quick. Let's just, I guess, go to a trending video. Trendy. Better yet, let's actually test the quality of the screen here. So we'll do a, let's go with, no, that didn't do anything. Okay, let's do a 1440p video since we can only do 1440p anyways. There's probably a better way of doing this, but I want to test the screen out here. And let's also test the speakers while we're at it here as well. It's actually lower. Actually, I don't even think my microphone's picking it up, so my microphone's not even picking it up. I think it's because it's it has to be talking directly into the mic. So we'll just lower it there. Looks pretty good. I mean, it looks really good actually. I'm for an IPS panel, it actually looks pretty decent. Yeah, it looks really good. And you guys probably can't see the quality of it, but it looks very nice. I mean, and the screen is super slim, and it just looks really, really good. So very nice. My only concern right now is that since it's black, it's probably going to be getting a lot of fingerprints. I can already tell that I'm leaving some fingerprints here and there. Unfortunate, but I did pick the black one. Now I'm gonna get into the color options. So, oh my gosh, I that's exactly why I did not want to restore. It's bringing all my files and stuff like that. So I'm just going to delete that. Just delete that. Yes, please get rid of all that. But yeah, let's just talk about the laptop itself. So I actually forgot what I was gonna say. All right, guys. Sorry for that weird cut. I actually forgot what I was gonna say because I was too busy focusing on the stuff that just popped up on my screen. But I'm gonna talk about the colorways. So there was a blue option, the black option, a gold option, and I believe a silver. I was considering the blue, but it just when I saw it in the videos, it kind of popped a little too much, and I didn't really want my laptop to grab so much attention, because of the color. I kind of just wanted it to be sleek and stealthy, and I did, and kind of, under the radar. I didn't want it to like be like too much like, hey, look at me. So I went with the black option. Black is boring. The blue way did look really nice and beautiful, but it's just not something that I want to be, eye popping. I just kind of want my laptop to blend in and not catch any attention. So I went with the black, and I gotta say it looks really good. It's really nice. I like it. It's very professional looking. Black has always looked good on everything, so it is nice. And the laptop, the screen is very nice. I love that it just opened right there because of my face. So I'll try that again. Yeah, that's super nice, super handy. I like that. Um, Overall, I am very happy with the laptop. I'm gonna be doing a long-term review of it as well, so you guys can stay tuned for that. But talking more comparing with the my previous laptop. So like I said before, my previous laptop is a 1080p 60 hertz laptop. Not fast at all. This is the one I was using in college for for like 4 years in college, and it served me well. It served me well back then. It was fast. My 4 years of college, it was more than fine. I could have kept using it. Actually, I never had a reason to upgrade from this laptop at all, and I didn't plan on it. I did not plan on it. In fact, if it was still working right now, I would have not have needed to buy this laptop, and I would have just saved the money and got this one. But for some reason, it decided to fail on me. So it just decided to fail on me. So I'm not sure why, but it is what it is. But it was running perfectly fine for those 4 years. It served me well. I had no problem with it. But back then, those 4 years, man, I was also not used to high refresh rate monitors. So just using it today, when I finally got it to turn on, it was rough. It was rough. I don't know what happened, but the text is not sharp anymore. It's very blurry, and the 60 hertz just does not feel good anymore to use. So done with that. Also, the battery life was good when the battery was working. The battery life was good, but you know, ever since like this issue started happening, not a couple actually, a while. I would say close to a year now. The battery just has been degrading. The laptop will not turn on unless it's connected to an outlet, to the power brick. It wouldn't turn on unless it was connected to a power brick. It doesn't turn on its own anymore. So that's already a bad sign. And now, even when it's connected to a power brick, it doesn't even stay on. Earlier today, I was trying to get it to turn on so I can update the drivers and, hopefully getting it running to the way it used to be. Because I know the drivers haven't been updated in a while. That's probably why it's running so slow. But it doesn't stay on. I even had it plugged in and I tried different outlets and it still didn't stay on. So unfortunately, I had to give this guy some rest. It's time for him to rest. He did his job for 4 years, but it is time to let him go and upgrade. But yeah, I would have if that laptop was working, I would have saved my money and gone for this. But yeah, those are the two differences between it. The new laptop is a slightly above 1440p monitor laptop, the screen, which is very nice. Already an upgrade over the 1080p. And another thing too is that it's also 120 hertz. Another upgrade over that. It's slimmer. The screen is slimmer. Another upgrade. It's lighter, so definitely another bonus for that too. If I put them side by side right now, my old laptop is bigger. I can already tell. The screen is already bigger. You guys can already probably see that right now too. You guys can already see that right here. This is the top of my laptop right here, and as you can see, it's going over my laptop screen, the new one. So I can already tell that my old laptop was bigger. So that's actually a con from the new laptop that I have right now. I was hoping it would be at least the same size as my old one. It is not. But, it is what it is. And another downside is I prefer the keyboard on my old one over the new one. I like how firm the Dell one is. When clicking, it's much more satisfying than the new one. But I don't know. It just feels on the new one. It just kind of feels like they would come off easy. So that's just me. But those so far are the only complaints that I have. The screen is just smaller than my old laptop, and the keys are just more flimsy and less firm than my old one. So that's the only downsides I have for that. But other than that, it's very nice. It's a much needed upgrade. So I'm happy with it so far. I still gotta get used to it. Still gotta play around with it, customize it to my liking. I have to remove all these apps because I'm not gonna be using any of this, which is why I did not want to restore from a backup, but it didn't give me that option. So that's unfortunate. But yeah. Other than that, and another thing to mention, guys, it's also touchscreen. So if you wanted to, you can use it for touchscreen, but I won't ever be touching the screen, so I don't want to get it fingerprints or anything like that. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. And also here is the Copilot button. Opens up Microsoft Copilot for your AI needs. Pretty nice. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. This was another unboxing video, this time of the Microsoft Surface 7 laptop. This is the 16GB model. The processor is the 12-core Qualcomm, whatever it's called, Elite, X Elite, and it is the black colorway. 16GB RAM, 12-core processor, 15-inch screen, and yep, that is the one that I currently have, and so far I like it. So I will be doing a long-term review of it eventually, but as of now, that's gonna be it. So I hope you guys did enjoy. As always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.